Pagasa, that is the Philippine Meteorological Agency, now has a medium chance of something developing in the Philippine Sea as we head through the weekend into the early part of next week, likely by the 24th to the 25th. The ECMWF does show an LPA. The GFS even shows a little bit of a stronger storm system just towards the east of Visayas, coming on shore potentially on the 24th. And the Icon also showing at least an LPA out here. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta, always doing my best not to hype, just inform, and I'm showing you the facts of what we got right now. So not trying to go out of my lane here and kind of over push this, but I think at this point it is definitely the time to start being like, okay, more than just an eyebrow raise, potential tropical cyclone development. And even the Google DeepMind here showing about 5 days out, a pretty decent cluster here just towards the east of Mindanao, east of the southeastern areas of Visayas. That includes places like Leyte, Samar, northeastern areas of like Siargao, for example. So the Philippine Sea this time of year is a kind of developing ground for tropical cyclone development. You basically have the subtropical ridge right in here, and we can get these little systems kind of forming up south of that and heading towards the west, what we call straight runners. Now, here's the deal. It is kind of hard to find where exactly these models are trying to develop. I think it's this cluster of clouds south of Guam. Problem is there is no defined low-level circulation at this time. Somebody was trying to say it was this one. No, that's already crossing over Mindanao and heading towards the west, all part of the ITCZ. You have to go back further toward the east if we're going to go 5 days out. And probably this cluster just actually you can kind of see even the smallest rotation in there. And that's all it takes to kind of get something to spin up just a bit here. Take a look at the GFS ensembles. This actually has a very decent cluster now on the 24th, and the same with the ECMWF. Now, am I saying this is going to be a super typhoon? No. No. One more time for everybody in the back. No. But could it be an LPA, a tropical storm? And if things develop, somebody says, is there a chance? Yeah, there's always a chance of something bigger happening. But I think that at least at this time, a rainmaker is what we're least looking more concrete at by Monday into Tuesday of this upcoming week. So basically by the end of the weekend, we could see an LPA develop here over the Philippine Sea. And then eventually by the early part of next week, a big increase in rainfall at the very least for the Philippines. For areas that don't need it, either across southeastern Luzon, where we're still recovering one from Uwan, or if this moves further towards the south, as some of the guidance is showing, like the Google DeepMind, places that are still recovering from Tino. Devastating impacts, especially in Cebu after that storm system. So right now, medium chance from Pagasa showing there. They do not have a LPA out there right now. They don't have it. But they are looking at the same things that I just shared with you. And that's my whole goal in these updates, is to share the information that is out there. The same thing that everybody else is looking at and kind of break it down there for you. And right now, yeah, this cluster of clouds, part of the ITCZ, south of Guam. Now, we do have other areas there in Mindanao bringing some rainfall. You see it tracking across there. We also still have the northeast monsoon and the shear line impacting northern areas of Luzon and even over towards southeastern areas of Vietnam. That, in the near term, is bringing a lot more rainfall than, this system that could impact the next 5 to 6 days. But you can see here in the ECMWF, just showing it right there, by Sunday and the Monday, at the very least has an LPA, which would wrap around and increase plenty of rainfall, at least for the east coast of the Philippines. And this is more of a closer zoomed in on the ECMWF, which, by the way, is the weakest of the runs here. Show the subtropical ridge towards the north. Here's our shear line bringing showers and thunderstorms across northeastern areas of Luzon. And then you get this big, broad low. See it here Saturday, Sunday, into Monday. Look right there. That's what this is being picked up on. So there's multiple features going on here. You have to see how they interact with each other and how they kind of influence the forecast here. But for now, I mean, at the very least, you still have the rain increasing across eastern areas of Vietnam. And if this was to develop, it definitely would increase precip for the east coast of Visayas and northeastern Mindanao. But I can't stress enough, there's not an LPA right now, so I might be getting ahead of myself. So I'm just going to stand by the fact that I'm sharing you with the guidance that we have here and saying that I would definitely at this point be aware of the potential of another storm system forming out here in the Philippine Sea. And it could get that V name that everybody's been throwing around for the last 3 weeks. So much AI slop showing a big storm out there. Those AI slop people will probably feel vindicated even if we get a tropical depression with that name on it, because eventually, yeah, it's going to be named. There will be the next name eventually. It's just... anyways, big shout out to all our Patreon members that allow me to come on here and get on my soapbox and complain about some of that, but also try my best to keep you guys informed and updated on what's happening out here. Always remember, I am not an official agency, and nor I've never claimed to be. Bagasa, JMA, JHWC, whoever you choose to follow, those are big agencies with a lot of people. I'm a guy in my spare bedroom, as you can see behind me here. I'm not official, so make sure you get that information from those, but I do try my best to break down and give you the latest information. All right. As always, though, thanks for watching, and number one thing, of course, friends, stay safe out there, okay?